Okay, we're back. Everybody's calm. Basically, I just had to, pin my dog to get him to calm down. Oh, boy. This is a day, you guys. This is a day. Alright, so, we are now back. Hopefully, this will be the final time I have to say that. This is still the first art stream. I'm not counting this as the second.
What?
Don't do it, Rex. No, you're fine. It's fine. Just calm. Please be calm. Please be calm. And Daphne, you're very pretty, but I need that hand right now. So this is my normal day. Dealing with these two. And God. God damn it. Okay. So he's not in the backyard anymore, so hopefully that'll mean Rex will calm down. Oh boy. Jeez, buddy. Do you have to do that every time? Oy. Well, that'll teach me to do an art stream out in the common area instead of in my room. This is the one thing, that is one of the things that will change when I move, is there will be no animal disruptions. Isn't that right, Daphne? No animal disruptions, not even kitty cat meows. Yeah, you're very cute, and I love you very much, but I'm a little busy. Okay, so hopefully things are calm enough now, yes, Daphne, yes, that I can draw in peace without having to stop every 5 seconds for very loud dog barking. You're not a dog. That was not an insult to you. You don't have to look offended. I was not talking about you, kitty. I was talking about Rex, who is very loud, and he knows it. Yeah. Yes, he does. Don't even think about it, kitty cat. That's a good boy, Rex. Go lie down. Ah, there we go. Okay, he's lying down in the other room, so that should prove helpful. Oy. No, it is not at all helpful. Rex, stop. No, Rex. Calm down. You're fine. The one good thing about the dog barking is it keeps the cat from cuddling up to me. Because she gets so freaked out when he barks that she just is like, no, I'm just gonna go sit over here. Because she's learned that sometimes when he barks, that means he wants to go outside. So he'll come up and bug me or whoever is sitting on the couch so that he can be let outside. And if she's sitting there with us, that means he will bug her to get us to let him outside. I don't think he's quite realized that that is not a sound strategy, and all it does is piss off the cat. Not that it matters, because she never uses her claws, but still. It's right, you don't. You never use your claws. You should, but you don't. So this is kind of awkward because I have to make sure I keep the line art for the character and the line art for the background a bit separate because I want to make the lines for the background thicker than the lines I'm using on our character. Just so that I ensure that they stand out from one another. In fact, I might actually go back and change just a bit of the line art, because I might not. I don't know. I haven't quite decided yet. The design on the sleeves is so thin that I kind of want to go in and draw it in gold, since that's the color I would be coloring it as anyway. But I don't know. I'm not sure. We'll see. And I showed the sketch off to a couple of people last night. Actually, I think one of our subscribers to Visane, otherwise known as Balin, who is one of the 3 bears following us, because there's Balin, there's Peter, who is Mikella's brother, and then there's Seaberry. So a ton of bears, which in another context that would seem weird. But in either context, welcome. I enjoy bears of any context. I like bears. Bears are cool. Have I drawn any? I've drawn technically 1. Technically. I don't want to talk about it. It's on my art blog if you want to see it. Yeah, so this design I might go over. I might erase this and then go over it in gold. I might keep it and then change the color to gold at some point. Who knows? Hi, cat. Yep. Oh, God, cat. Do you have to do that? Yes, that is my arm. Yes. That is, in fact, my arm. Yes, thank you for licking me. I needed to be licked, apparently. I have very needy animals here. They are. They're very needy. Yes, you are. Stop headbutting me. You were so good yesterday. Why can't you go back to that? I'm talking about yesterday, not, last night. When you went back to being a little pill. So I am advancing fairly rapidly on Brooklyn Nine-Nine. I think I'm on season 3 now. I could be wrong. Spent a lot of time watching Brooklyn Nine-Nine yesterday. Doing that, and a lot of time getting my dog to be quiet. Because imagine that really loud barking, but for hours yesterday. Just non-stop barking for hours. Did not help my headache. May have actually been the cause of my headache. Who knows? So we're just doing the final line art for the drawing right now. And then later, we'll go in and do the coloring, or the colors, which I hope will go smoothly. So I used a spiral design on the sleeves. I wanted to incorporate some mystical elements, but I wanted to pull them basically from my own heritage. I didn't want to take anything from, you know, any African or Native American cultures for this specific character, since this character is not Indian or African American, and I wanted to basically make that distinction. I mean, also it's just very important to realize, you know, when it's okay to use a symbol, when it's not. So I was trying to do my best to be very respectful. So I decided to pull basically from sort of my own cultural heritage, which is Norse and Celtic. And a weird combination of the two. So I was using some Celtic symbols, which is the spiral, and some Norse symbols, which is this axe. And the axe is actually called a, oh, dang it. It's something like close to labyrinth, because it's where we get the root word for labyrinth. Oh, what's now? What's now? Oh, okay. I mean, she didn't call me, but okay. That's Robert's mom. She was concerned she'd butt dialed me. She hadn't. It was fine. So I wanted basically to have a uniform design that had some military elements. Why? I don't know. I'm really into kind of military-esque designs lately, like old military, you know, with the shoulder pads and stuff, the fringe. I don't know why I'm so into that lately, but I am, and I thought it would look cool, so I wanted to add it in. And the pants are a part of that design because when I was coming up with it, I was like, I could either do long, regular suit pants, or I could do something a little different and have pants that tucked into boots. Oh, that's not all that different for me. That's actually something I seem to enjoy putting into my drawings. So, I guess you could say I was trying to find an excuse to do something I liked. But, I mean, the whole point of this is that this is a webcomic idea I would like to do, so I wanted to do something I would enjoy drawing quite a bit of. That would be easier for me. So legs tucked into boots, or pant legs tucked into boots. Not, well, I mean, technically, I guess you tuck your legs into boots. Whatever. Anyway. So, just finishing up the legs here. And this is one of the few occasions where I've actually drawn the background ahead of time instead of just making it up on the spot after I finished coloring the piece. Because I normally have an idea in my head for what I want the background to be, but I don't normally like do anything about it until I've got the front of the piece done. I'm not sure if that's a problem or not, but it's what I've been doing. And this is one of the occasions where I've incorporated some of the background into the initial design already, which is that giant wheel in the background. I mean, it also helps with the kind of like Navy-esque military scheme going on, which is cool. It was not exactly planned, but I like it. So it helps with that, which is nice. Yeah, because that's the portion of the wheel there. I see where I messed up. There we go. Oh, joy, everybody's quiet. Getting my dog to calm down sometimes can be difficult. Very, very difficult. Because he gets so wired up and so into his headspace of must protect the house that it can be difficult to get him to calm down, even in a situation where it's like we have someone over who has a job to do, and you know, they don't want to be bothered while they do that job, so it's my job to keep the dog quiet and out of the way. And sometimes that can be difficult because the dog is like, I don't want to be out of the way. I want to be barking at that person because they're not supposed to be here, even though they are. He just doesn't understand that they are supposed to be here. Because he's just a puppy. He's just a big puppy dog who just wants to make sure we're all safe. So, getting him to calm down can be a bit of a pain. You basically have to pin him to the ground and roll him over until his belly shows, and then like pet him and get him to calm down the hard way. Just giving him treats does not work unless you're doing like a training session, which I will do sometimes when the gardener is here. I will sometimes like do training with Rex to keep him calm, because I found that works, but it only works for a little while, and then he'll go back to the barking. So the better route is to just do your best to keep him calm by physically helping him stay calm. Isn't that right, puppy? Yeah. So I'm very sorry for all the interruptions earlier. And I didn't want the boots to really have like a heel, but I wanted them to have like a square flat heel. which basically I was trying for as androgynous as possible with the outfit design. I wanted it to be both masculine and feminine, so I wanted it to be kind of unisex. Basically because the character is supposed to be bigender, which means they go back and forth. So I wanted something that someone like me would be comfortable wearing and could easily be identified as either male or female. So that's what I was trying to go for. I'm fairly certain it worked. At least I think the outfit's pretty androgynous. I could be wrong. That was what I was going for. And basically what the character has like summoned and is floating in their hands here is supposed to be a representation of creation and entropy, which is entropy is basically the end of life. It's decay and death and basically like I wouldn't say it's harm, but you know, rot and the passage of time create entropy, and it's not exactly harmful, but it can be harmful. Just as, you know, creation in a way can be harmful, because I mean, sometimes the creation of life can cause harm all on its own. For instance, when a new creature comes along and it ends up driving another one to extinction just by now existing in a new environment. So I kind of wanted to represent that both. So this is supposed to be like a halo or a shield, and this is supposed to be like a dagger or a bit of black flame. So I'm gonna make it look like that eventually. Okay, so now that we've done that, we're gonna do some thicker lines on a new layer, which we are gonna put behind the first one. So that I do not get the two mistaken. And I might actually go ahead and make this kind of a dark brown. Darker than that. There we go. It's not completely black that way. It won't blend in entirely with the lines I've already drawn. I think it's actually a good idea to not have you guys see when I did the initial sketch for this, because it required a lot of copy paste for these wheel spools. Like a lot of it was I'm gonna draw one half of this wheel spool, and then I'm gonna like reverse it and then copy and paste, and like I did that a lot. just so that they would all be basically the same shape, so I wouldn't have to go back and be like, none of them look the same. They're all too different. I had to go back and change them. I wanted to make sure that wasn't an issue, so basically what I did is just copy and paste the same shape, and then just use the free transform tool to make sure it fit the wheel without altering the shape too drastically. Yeah, puppy dog. Life is so rough. It's so rough for the puppies. Let me tell you, creating the like outer circle of the wheel was not easy. Like, I was even using the circle tool in Manga Studio, and like it was the hardest thing ever to get the circles to line up and not overlap and to not look like one side was thicker than the other. It was not easy, and it was fairly frustrating. I may have been screaming quite a bit. Well, not screaming, but I may have been yelling, which I don't like doing, and I certainly don't want to do it on camera because I'm already loud enough as it is. I didn't want to be ruining people's eardrums with my yelling and cursing on camera. I'm trying to be good. I really am. And why am I not using a circle tool right now? Well, a couple of reasons. One, I want it to look like, well, I want to sketch it so that it blends in with the rest of the image. And two, I did not think of that. I still think it's better not to do that at this point. I think it's good for the initial rough sketch, but I think for the final project, or for the final art, the lined art, it's better to try and draw the circle out yourself. That way, it's more cohesive with the rest of the image. If it looks too polished, then it stands out too much. And you just want it to stand out enough to be identifiable as the background. But not so much that it looks totally removed from the rest of the image altogether. was talking about you a little bit earlier. I didn't realize there was anyone in the chat, so I didn't even look up. Hi. It's good when you came in when you did, because earlier there was a lot of barking, a lot of very, very loud barking. My dog discovered that the pest control guy was here and did not appreciate his presence in the backyard. Hi, kitty. Yes, he's a good kitty. I'm a bit busy. No. No, I'm busy. I was kind of explaining how I really just drew like 2 of these wheel spokes, and then I used the copy paste tool and the free transform tool to do the rest of them, because I wanted them to be more uniform, which meant basically just drawing one and then doing the rest as copy paste. Yes, kitty. I'm very aware of your presence. It's kind of hard to ignore you. I don't know if you realize that. Yeah. He was doing his job, but we would prefer him not barking at the pest control guy. Because the pest control guy is here to make sure the rats in my ceiling go away and don't come back if they're rats. Yeah. If they're opossums, I don't mind that they're there. I would prefer them not being on the roof and active 24/7, but if they have to be there, it's fine. Because unlike what some people think, opossums do not carry rabies. They're actually very clean and healthy animals. They're basically just cute, dumb marsupials. The only cute, dumb marsupials that North America has. Yes! Please stop pawing at me. Circles are painful. I used a circle tool to draw the circles in this one, but I'm talking about the spokes of the wheel, which is the things that are in between the circles. Cat, you're very pretty. I don't need to be petting you 24/7. I'm trying to use that hand. I need both of them. No. See, because I have like one hand on the keyboard and the other hand drawing, and my cat keeps nudging the hand on the keyboard, which keeps shaking the whole laptop. Yeah. Yeah, that's you. You're doing that. That is my elbow. Yeah, see, that's a good spot for you. You just stay there. Don't chew my cords. Don't nudge me in the elbow. Cat disagrees. Oh no. Oh good, he didn't seem to know. Don't bark, don't bark. Don't bark. We're fine, everything's fine, don't bark. Shit. Some dog down the street has awakened the beast. Yep, I was talking about you. Hi puppy, come here, it's okay. It's okay, you don't need to go bark. You do need a brushing, but you don't need to go bark. Just relax. There you go, good old man Grumble. He's not even that. Yeah, that that would be, there's this dog down in the neighborhood that barks a lot. And sometimes Rex forgets that that dog is just barking for no reason. So sometimes he perks up and growls or barks back and is like, I gotta go investigate. And it's like, no, you really don't. You could just lay quietly. There's nothing going on, I swear. I would not lie to you, puppy. There's nothing happening. Everything is nice and quiet. And usually if he makes like this old man grumbling sound, we know that he's nice and relaxed. Which is hilarious because he's really not that old of a dog. He's 7, I want to say. I could be wrong. He could be 6, but he's about 6 or 7. He's not that old. He likes to act like he is, but he's not. We got him when he was 2 from a shelter. Chain reaction bark. Yes, exactly. Thankfully, if neither of the neighbor dogs start barking, Rex normally won't pick up the bark. He waits until one of the neighbor dogs starts at it, and he usually waits until it's more than just the neighbor dog Oreo, because Oreo barks at everything, and including nothing, because Oreo is a Jack Russell Terrier and will just bark for the fun of it. At least I think the fun of it. That dog always looks like it's ready to rip me in half. This little Jack Russell Terrier. Like, Oreo always kind of looks like, because there's like little tiny slots in the fence between our yard and Oreo's yard. So sometimes Oreo will poke their head through the fence and like bare their teeth at me while they bark. And it's always just slightly unnerving. Because Oreo always kind of looks like they're ready to charge and eat me. My friend calls them Jack Russell terrorists. I mean, that's a good description. It's not a nice description, but it's a good one. Because I like Jack Russell Terriers. They're cute dogs. They're good dogs. It's just, if they don't get like a billion amount of exercise a day, they are basically tiny little terrors. Just awful. They need like so much exercise. It's ridiculous. Meant in the comedic sort, of course. Yes, of course. I don't know, Jack Russell Terriers are just one of those dogs that need constant exercise. Like, you just need to tire them out to the point of utter exhaustion, like, every day. Otherwise, they basically learn to terrorize neighborhoods. Or neighbors. For no reason. And Oreo has a friend now who is a pit bull lab mix and is just the cutest thing ever. And I want to pet them so bad, but I'm not sure if I would be allowed to. Like, I'm sure the neighbors are very nice people. I've met them all of once, and I see them occasionally out in the front yard. Sometimes when I'm getting into my car, because my car is right next to their yard. Their front yard, I should say. But, yeah. I haven't talked with them much. Like, there were a couple times when Oreo got outside and I basically calmly chased Oreo back to their house. back before they put in a secondary fence to keep Oreo in. Because Oreo is a little escape artist who used to bark at me anytime I got close to my car. Just, if I was going for my car, there Oreo would be barking at me right behind it. And I'm like, I don't want to hit you with my car, dog. You need to go back. Go back inside. You don't belong outside. There's coyotes, they'll eat you. You are small enough. And they will not care how threatening you look. Because you are tiny. Yeah, pretty much. Almost done. Just got one more wheel spoke to do. And it's clean up to make sure everything looks good. And then I can start with the coloring process back in Manga Studio. Okay. Cool. All right, so I don't need this layer anymore. There we go. You know what? I've decided I am going to draw these in gold, just because if I have to go back and redo the line art, I'm going to hate myself. So we're going to go ahead and redo these now. So go ahead and put this back down to 5. 5, I said. Pick a nice gold color. Take my eraser tool very carefully. Don't tell him that he's convinced he's a wolf. Well, Oreo is a girl, but yes, Oreo is very convinced that they are a very large, very threatening dog, when in fact they are not. Oreo is not all that is threatening to no one but me, and that's just because I tend not to like small dogs. Okay, it dawns on me I probably should have drawn over that before I erased it, so that's, yeah, that's what we're gonna do. Hey, Joe! Baby, 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 baby. Hi, Joe. It's good to see you. Welcome to the stream. You know what? Let's make that just a touch darker. And we're gonna make these small. This tool smaller. I am coloring in, well, drawing / coloring in the gold filigree on this line art because it's so thin and so small, but that there is just no way I'm going to be able to color it in Manga Studio. So we are going in and doing it as line art instead. I will make it blend in with the rest of the coloring later. There we go. So now if I pull back, it's in gold. Aha. So I'm doing a couple of different techniques this time, just for fun. Basically, this is, I'm here for a moment or two, hopefully can drop in later. That's great. This is not the only art stream I'm going to have today. I'm hoping to have 3 of these. So this one will end at around 1 o'clock, if not sooner. And then I will start up again at 3 o'clock California time. I should always make sure I point out that I'm in California. So actually closer to 2.5 hours from now, I will do the second art stream, and then right around 5:30 my time, I'm gonna stop again. So that I can have dinner, and then I will start the one after that at around 6:30 my time. My time. 3, okay, we be here for that. Cool. Yeah, so no worries if you can't make it for one of the art streams. There's gonna be another one tonight. I might be a little bit busy tomorrow, but I'm hoping to have an art stream. That is my phone, which I'm not going to look at because, hands down, it's probably a solicitor, and I just don't want to pick up. Okay, there we go. That's good. And we're going to zoom out. That looks good. Okay, so we got the filigree down, so we can delete this layer. And now we have some finished line art. Just gonna make sure everything looks good. Go back to black, absolute black. With more bitters. Okay. Okay, looks good. So we got the line art done, you guys. Looks good. So we're gonna go ahead and combine these layers. Layer color. Layer color. Foreground color. What? Don't know why that was being a jerk. And then we're going to save. Transparent PNG. Yes. Save. Okay. Then we're going to quit Fire Alpaca. And we're going to bring up our newly finished sketch in Manga Studio, which is right there. Everybody gets to look at my background. Which actually, I've changed that recently because it used to be a different space scene. I like space. Or maybe it was a night beach scene. I can't remember. Anyway, all right, so then we're gonna create a nice background so that we can see what we're working with. Okie dokie. That's good. Now, file, import, image. We're gonna bring up our palette. So I need, hi kitty kitty, color palette. Let's do skin leader. I want to start off with the jacket. So, hi kitty, hi pretty kitty. Hi there. Hi. Yes, it's a good kitty. Such a good kitty. Okay, okay. Now, I'm gonna go ahead and do the jacket and a portion of the pants. Yep. That's what we're doing, kitty. Space. No, is the other color. Color in a jacket. Do do do. The whole reason I'm doing this one first is because it takes up the most space. And the good news is because I did that gold filigree as liner, now it's just going to show up almost immediately after I put down the blue. Look, see, that looks so nice. Very, very nice. And I'll probably go in and select it so that it blends in even better with the coat later. I'm going to leave that lapel blank for now because I want to do that in a separate color. Yeah, I do want to do it in a separate color. Like just a slightly lighter shade of blue. And it's okay to be a bit sloppy at this stage because basically what we're just trying to do is we're trying to Just ensure that we get our base color in all the places that it needs to be. Yeah, I want them to be blue. Okay. See you in a bit, Balin. The same, I guess I should say. Whatever. Everybody's got different names on different platforms. Hey Siri, set a alarm for 1 o'clock, please.
Okay, your 1300 hours alarm is on.
I still have not gotten used to Siri's new voice. Hi puppy, I wasn't talking to you, but I love you. Good boy. It's nap time around here for the animals. Thank God. Because the first half of the stream was filled with a lot of barking and like in and out. Because I had to keep the dog calm. Yeah, you. It's okay, I still love you. You're still a good boy. You just don't like the pest control guy. Or the gardener. Or the house cleaner. Mom's gonna have her hands full when I leave. What is she gonna do with you, Rex? What's she gonna do with you when I move out and it's just you and her? Because I can't take you with me. No, I can't. The place I'm moving to doesn't allow pets of any kind. If they did, I would. I'd bring you with me in a heartbeat because I know everybody loves you. You're such a good boy. Oh, pew, dog. Oh, God. Oh, that stinks. That's bad. What have you been eating? Oh, God. Sorry, kitty. Didn't mean to disturb your nap. God, this is so weirdly cathartic. I think it's because, like as a kid, when you'd color things in with like crayon, you couldn't really erase the crayon. So if you accidentally got even the tiniest bit outside the lines, it was very noticeable. And then you'd spend the whole time being like, no, it's not perfect. It doesn't look right. Or at least that's my experience growing up. That might be because I'm slightly OCD. Dog bombs away. Comes back just in time. Sorry, yeah. My dog had a silent but deadly poot. And it stank. I'm trying to keep both of my animals nice and calm and enjoying their naps. The cat is not cooperating. As per usual, the cat is not cooperating. There you go. That's a good girl. Just cuddle up and go to sleep. No, Rex, you're fine. There's nothing out there. I promise you there is nothing out there. Of course. Of course the cat isn't cooperating, is what you mean there, Basane. Balin. My friend. Nope, not yet. Dang it! Didn't mean to do that. I should have some tea. Alright, I set an alarm so everyone's gonna be able to hear my alarm sound when it goes off. I'm not sure how surprised y'all might be by the sound of my alarm. Although it's different from my timer alarm because my timer alarm is, Star Trek noises. Which some people find delightful and others do not. Like, if I let my timer go on for too long while I'm cooking, my mom starts being like, you know, that's really annoying. I'm like, I know, that's why it's my alarm sound. Alarm sounds are supposed to be annoying. That's why. That's so you don't ignore them. Yup. What? No, something. 'Tis too. They. Pretty. Should have. Mine sounds like a siren. Oh god, no, that would just set the dog off. Like, we can't have anything that sounds like a doorbell or sounds like a siren, because then Rex just loses it. There's a couple of commercials we absolutely hate because they include doorbell sounds, and it doesn't matter if the doorbell doesn't sound like our doorbell, it still sets Rex off. There's also, I couldn't really watch At Midnight around the dog because the ding-in sounds on the show were too similar to a doorbell for Rex's liking, and it would send him off barking. So we had to be very careful around here. Because Rex's bark is so loud that it overpowers the TV, even when the TV is set to like 80 or 90, which sometimes happens because my mom is deaf. I love her, but like she sets the TV so high that I can hear it no matter where I am in the house, like very clearly. Like if I'm in my room on the other side of the house with the door closed, I will still be able to hear the TV and like exactly what people are saying on the TV because my mom has it up so loud. Sounds like my brother's dog. Dog is dumb, doorbell, bark is in their programming. Like, he's fairly smart. He just hasn't figured out that not all doorbell sounds are our doorbell actually being rung. Which is why on Halloween, I don't sit inside waiting for people to come up and ring the doorbell because that would just exasperate what is already a severe problem. So instead, I stand outside handing out candy, just waiting for people to show up. I've actually turned that into a successful scare the crap out of people strategy because I tried to put together basically not something that's like outrightly scary, but it's something that is just creepy. So, like, children don't like coming up to get candy from me. And adults don't like it all that much either. I think last year I was Freddy Krueger and I actually ended up freaking out. And I like did my own makeup to go with it because I didn't have a Freddy Krueger mask. So I basically did kind of this like ghostly makeup instead. And a lot of the adults were like, nope. Although my favorite is still the steampunk ghost costume I have. Because I have this like Venetian doctor's mask that I will put on over a ski mask. And then on top of that, I'll put on this black flowing hood and cape. So basically what ends up happening is I'm just shrouded in black with this doctor's mask and you can't see my face. And apparently that freaks people out. Because when I wear that, a lot of people don't want to come up to the door. And basically all it is a strategy to keep people from taking their dogs into the courtyard or from ringing our doorbell. Or knocking. Basically anything I can do to keep them away from the front door. Freak people out? Nah. Good. Tell the kids to shove off. Oh, is he smart enough that he knows he can get away with a bark regardless of what type of doorbell has rung, real or otherwise? Yeah, he's smart enough to know that. Like, basically, we're like, he's there as a guard dog, so we understand that the barking is just part of his programming. Right now, do I want to do the boots in blue? I'm going to do the pants in black, so I think I want to do the boots at least part way in blue. Like black with blue accents, I'm thinking. Stop glaring at me, cat. It's creepy when you do that. I think I'll do them in a darker blue, and then just do a lighter blue accent down here. Oh, it's gonna do the boots in like a gray. Oh, hey, I could do them in a dark gray. That'd be cool. I did want to split up a couple of the colors on the boots, but I actually like that. That is a good idea. I will definitely do that. All right, so we're gonna color in the jacket now. It's so funny the way that cuts over because of the layers. Oh, that's fun. I like that. That's fun. All right. Right, that's actually be on that layer. All right. And pull out and go in time for the shadows. Of course, I'm probably the worst one to give fashion or color advice. No, I think gray is a good idea. I was playing around with the idea of doing gray anyway, so. Like, I normally ignore advice if I don't like it, so. You're good, Balin. You're good. I think it's good advice. Hell. Hey, yay! Somebody I'm RPing with reblogged my thing. Yay! Well, that was a weird sound I just heard. I'm going to choose to ignore it. I'm just gonna hope that it's some rat dying or something. Because we just the pest control guy was here, so he just replaced the bait in the bait traps. So I'm hoping that they're just fighting over the new bait or something. Not hoping it's nothing like scary or important enough for me to get up and look at. Dog's not barking, so I'm just gonna assume no. Oh, whoa, okay, wall text. I wear jeans, no matter what. Got denim on my mind, can never get enough, and every time I walk into a building, everybody's hands go up. And the face palm, and the face palm. Oh, Balin. That's great. I enjoyed that. I enjoyed that a lot. Thank you. To be fair, I wear jeans a lot too. Or shorts. Or like lounge pants because I don't like getting up and going any place. I'm wearing black jeans right now, which I might take off in a little bit just because I'm like, it's too much. Oh, the puppy's dreaming. This food's giving a little kick. It's cute. Not that you're not cute, kitty. You're just not totally asleep. You got that one eye open thing going on, which is weird and creepy. I don't know why you do that. I swear you do it on purpose too. Creepy cat. Okie dokie. Oh, so did anybody else hear about how FYE is gonna start selling Reptar bars, like from the Rugrats? I saw a thing about it last night on Facebook, and I was like, what? And the child part of me was like, finally! And I'm like, oh no, I'm gonna do that weird nerd thing where I go out and buy a bunch just to say I've tried them. Yeah, seriously. Reptar bars, 20 years, like, way too late. I used to love watching Rugrats because Dee Dee always reminded me of my mom because she was a teacher and redheaded and like constantly listening to things that sounded like NPR. So I really liked Dee Dee. Plus, Stu always kind of reminded me of the stories people would tell me about my dad, since I never actually knew him. So I always kind of imagine him as Stu Pickles like, even though he was a teacher too. Oh God, dog, Christ, oh, pew, Rex, really? Oh God, that's awful. Why? Oh, what are we feeding you that it smells that bad? Oh my God. It's so bad, you guys. It's so bad. It comes out of nowhere. It's just all of a sudden really awful, bad, rotting meat smell. Oh, it's bad. It's very bad. Alright. Yeah. It's bad. It's very bad. I'm gonna put the dog out in a second because this is awful. Oh, God. Delayed follow-up detonation. We have a code bork. I repeat, a code bork. You're awful. Balin is awful. But it's fine, because I like him anyway. Oh god, it's still bad. Oh god. Oh, it's pretty bad, you guys. It's pretty bad. It's like if you took pate and then sat it out in the sun for like 12 hours. And then added like a rotten egg to the mix. It's bad. Oh. I'm sorry, puppy. I didn't mean to spook you. Alright, that's my alarm, you guys. So this is where we're gonna... Wait, no. God damn it. File. Save as... Studio and save. Replace. Okay. So this is where we're gonna call it for this particular stream. I'm gonna stop and eat some lunch and let the dog out so he can go stink up the outside instead of the inside. And I will see you guys in a little bit. Thank you for joining me. I hope to see you guys very soon. Bye. Thanks for joining me.